Hey, Matthew here with Angel City Business Development, and I want to thank you for purchasing your review management system with Angel City. Today we're going to go over the onboarding guide. It's that lengthy document that you got in your Google Drive folder. But don't worry, I'm going to go through step by step to show you exactly what you have to do in order to get fully onboarded. Now, the first thing that I want to show you is your client resources folder. So you will have a client resources folder that you'll have access to. We recommend that you bookmark that or save that link somewhere so you can access it whenever you want. We're going to put resources in there for you, documents, the onboarding guide, just a lot of good tools and resources for your business. But the thing that I want to draw your attention to right now is the reviews management folder. And in that folder, you'll see a few items, but we want to go to this onboarding guide. So let's go ahead and open up the onboarding guide. And actually, while we're at it, let's open up the how to add a phone number to your Nimbus Suite as well, okay? So we'll have these two documents open, and I'm just going to go through all of these steps for you so that you don't have to worry about what things look like or what order you need to do them. I'm going to walk it through right now. It might take, around 45 minutes to an hour, but I guarantee this is going to be worth it because once you do this once, you never have to do this again. And the day-to-day maintenance for your RMS system is very low. Typically, it's just going to add another 10 to 15 seconds per customer that you have. And other than that, it's going to work pretty autonomously. So let's jump right into it. So first of all, please, even though this is a long document, read everything, okay? Read everything, every single word of this document. Again, this is going to take maybe between 45 minutes to an hour to complete, okay? Some people can get it done in 30 minutes. Okay, so we quote about 30 to 45 minutes. I'm going to try to get it done in about 45 minutes today with you. Okay, but please read all of these things. We have some disclaimers there. We have some information for you that you should really be aware about before implementing your RMS system. Okay, one of those things that we want to make very aware is that the FTC is being stricter when it comes to incentivizing your campaigns. So just be very careful. We don't recommend that you incentivize your reviews campaigns. What I mean by incentivize is offering people things like coupons or discounts for giving you reviews. And even if you're going to provide coupons and discounts for all kinds of reviews, whether it's 1-star or 5-star, you just want an honest review, it doesn't matter. The FTC has ruled that even those kinds of incentivized reviews are no good. Okay, so just be very careful because you could get fined a lot of money if you're caught launching incentivized reviews. All right, but we built this system in a very safe way for you, and you should be able to trust it. Of course, it is your responsibility to stay up to date with the latest FTC rulings and things like that. But we're also going to try to help you with that. And if we find anything, we of course will let you know. But the RMS tool, the Nimbus Suite tool, is a very robust platform, and you should be aware that it has the capability of launching incentivized campaigns, okay? So just keep that in mind, that just because you're using our platform doesn't mean that it doesn't have capabilities that can get you in trouble. You can still build those within Nimbus Suite, but we highly recommend that you don't use our software for that purpose, okay? Anyway, let's jump right into this. So please read these opening paragraphs right here. And then again, we used to have a step 0 where we asked you to think of a certain incentive to give to your customers, but we don't do that anymore. And we just kind of keep this here just because in the case that the FTC ends up being more lenient on incentivized campaigns in the future, we just want to keep this here for you if things change, okay? So first things first, you're going to have to be logged into your Nimbus Suite account. All right, so this is what your Nimbus Suite account is going to look like. I'll move this little clock out of the way here. All right. And you see here on the left-hand side, this is your left-hand menu, okay? And you have two menus. You have this home menu, and the home menu has everything from Launchpad, Dashboard, Conversations, Contacts, Payments, Marketing, Automation, all the way down to Onboarding. And then it has a Settings menu, and the Settings menu is going to change this left-hand menu. So these are going to be your business settings. This is where you are going to configure everything for your personal Nimbus Suite, okay? And you can just go back to the home menu here. Now, let's get started with step 1. So the first thing you're going to want to do is edit that business profile. So how do you get to the business profile? You're going to go down to settings and you're going to go to business profile, okay? And if you want, you can upload a logo here, but you're going to have to fill out that general information section, and you can use a friendly business name. So if you have a DBA, if you have something that people kind of colloquially call you, then you can put that right there. If you have a legal business name, so anything that maybe ends in Inc. or LLC or something like that, then put that right there. And then please put a business email here. Please put a phone number. Also include your website here. And those should really be the only things you need to do for that. Next is your physical address. So please fill out all your physical address information here. Next is your business information. So please select your business type, whether it's a co-op, corporation, limited liability, or sole proprietorship, nonprofit, partnership. Fill that out, please. And then what industry is it in? Select the industry. you are going to be required to register your ID via EIN, okay, or that's also the FEIN. And then just put your FEIN number here as well. And then your business regions of operation are most likely going to be USA and Canada, okay? And then if you want an authorized representative, go ahead and fill out the authorized representative section on the right. Just really quick, the reason why you have to put in your EIN information here is because in order to purchase a phone number, which you will have to attach a phone number to this program in order for it to send out text messages, you have to go through what's called A2P registration. So you're registering that number to the federal government so that they know that you're not going to be spamming people with it, okay? We're going to walk you through that process as well. Next, we have the general section down here on the right. We recommend just marking all of these ones that you see that are marked, okay? So mark emails as invalid due to hard bounce. Okay, check that. Make SMS compliant by adding an opt-out message. Okay, do that, please. Make SMS compliant by sending sender information. Please do that. And then also make email compliant by using an unsubscribe link to your email. Okay, the FTC is cracking down on these compliance things. Please make sure that you include these so that it's automatically going to put those into all of your communications with your customers. Okay. And then everything else you don't really need to worry about, but that's the business profile section. Okay, so you should be done with this one. Next is the company billing information. Okay, this is very important. You're going to have to put your company billing information in. So we are back here on the settings menu and just go down to company billing. And then you're going to input your credit card. So what this does is it allows us to charge you for your subscription as well as for any message rates. As you send out text messages and emails and things like that, those message rates are going to apply. Okay, and it's going to be very minimal. It's going to be less than a cent, I think per email, and probably shouldn't be spending more than like $5 or $10 per month, unless you have very, very high volume of customers, every single month, over 1,000 customers or thousands of customers coming in every single month. It might be a little bit more. Next is the phone registration and A2P compliance. Okay, this is what I was talking about earlier. This is the A2P registration how-to. Now, how you're going to fill out this section is first you have to purchase a phone number. You are going to, on this main menu, actually it was in the settings menu, we're going to go to first settings and then phone numbers. And then from here, we're going to purchase phone number. So we're going to click add phone number. And what I usually do when I purchase a phone number is I like to use my area code. So what this little dialog box allows you to do is allows you to filter the results of the phone numbers based on what the phone number contains. Let me just get out of this. Okay, so if I wanted it to start with, 818 is a Los Angeles area code. So I'm going to put like 818 here and then filter number. Oh, I'm sorry. Here's where we're going to put 818. So number 818 and then match to first part of the number. So that's only going to give me numbers that start with 818. And you can use all of these here. Keep those checked. You might want to uncheck toll free. You can purchase a toll-free number, and I think that you don't have to do the A2P registration if you choose a toll-free number. But a lot of companies don't like to use toll-free numbers. They like to use local numbers because when you call someone or when someone wants to call you, it just kind of looks better if it's a local number. So if you want to uncheck that, you can. After we click apply, it's going to find all of these numbers that we can choose and we can just purchase, okay? And the monthly price is just going to be like $126, and we can choose any of these numbers. We can also refresh the results here to get some more results. So you can choose one. If you really want one to try to look like the number that you have right now, you can include more digits, okay? 818, I don't know if you might not get any results, see, so we don't get any results like that. But that's how this works. And once you buy that number, then on the same phone system tab, we're going to go to Trust Center up here. And here's where we're actually going to do our A2P. So we want to go to A2P Wizard. Okay, don't worry about any of these other things, just A2P Wizard. And you're going to have a box that says Launch A2P Wizard. And with that, you're going to go through these steps to register your phone number through A2P. Okay? And it should be very self-explanatory. Just go through the prompts. You might have to provide your EIN again, but I think it's actually going to automatically fill those boxes in for you. It's going to start asking you what kinds of campaigns are you going to launch. They're going to want to know the wording that you're going to use in your campaigns. So we give you these that all you have to do is just copy and paste these wordings into each of those boxes. So just follow these steps here and the prompts through the A2P registration process, and we give you all of the language that we want you to put exactly. Don't change anything about this except for if you see it says company name here, just put your company name. Okay, so just copy, paste these. Okay, so it says here, like it says company name, so copy this, paste that into the dialog box where it's asking for a sample campaign or sample language of a kind of message that you're going to send out, and just replace this with your name. And then there might be one that asks for the number. So here's a company website URL. So make sure you put, www.example.com. Okay. And then here's another one that says company name. So just make sure as you're copying and pasting these into those dialog boxes that you're also reading to make sure that any places where we have brackets, you're going to want to fill that in with your information. Okay. So that is the A2P registration. Next, you're going to want to connect your Google Business Profile. In this video, we'll show you exactly how to do that. So just click the link and it will take you to a video right here. And you just follow the video instructions. Okay, next what we're going to do is update the Google Reviews link. So now that you've watched this video and you've connected your Google Business Profile, also known as your Google My Business Profile, what we have to do is we have to update the Google Reviews link within your Nimbus Suite RMS system. And this is how we're going to connect your Nimbus Suite to your reviews portal and your Google Business Profile. So the first is we're going to go to the Reputation tab on the left-hand menu. So go to, we're going to go back here and then go down to Reputation. And then we're going to go to Settings up here. And then Review Link. Now we're going to select Get Reviews on Google, okay? And we should be able to select a page from the dropdown if we have our Google Business Profile already integrated, and then our link should show up here, okay? And then we'll be able to copy our link from here. But this is going to connect your Google Business Profile reviews page to your Reputation tab in your Nimbus Suite account. And after your reviews link shows up here, make sure you copy that because we're going to paste it into what we call a custom value. So before you leave this page, make sure you just copy that reviews link, okay? The next step is we're going to enter custom values. So the custom values are what's going to make your onboarding so much easier because we already have all the language for all your text messages, emails, everything. It's already in the Nimbus Suite system. All we have to do is just fill in a couple variables and then those will automatically populate all the text messages and emails for you. Okay, so we're going to go back here. We're going to go back to settings. Okay, and then custom values right here, just under the other settings little bar right here, we're going to go to custom values. And there's only about 8 or so custom values, maybe 8 or 9 custom values here. And we just have to edit these. So we're going to do the automations email a little bit later. You can fill in your company name. Okay, so you can go here to the little 3 dots on the right side, edit custom value, and then you can just put your company name right there. And then you don't have to select a folder. We don't have enough custom values to need folders to organize them. And then you just click update. Okay, and it might take about 5 seconds or so for the custom value to update. Google Drive link, we'll go over that in a little bit. And here's the Google review link. So you already have it copied. So we're going to go to edit custom value. And then we're just going to paste it right there. Okay. Make sure you replace anything there, delete, and then just paste your review link there and then click update. Okay. And again, it might take about 5 or 6 seconds to finish updating. And then the next thing that you can do is do the same exact thing for the company name and then the privacy policy and the terms and conditions link. So back into the custom values page, we're going to find the privacy policy link. So go to your website and click on the privacy policy link and just copy that URL. Okay, so what that's going to look like for us, if I go to act.angelcitybusiness.com, okay, we have a privacy policy right here. And I'm just going to copy that. So you are going to want to copy your privacy policy for your business, okay? The link for your business. So just copy that. And then we're going to go back and then edit the privacy policy link here, okay? So just whatever is there, just replace it, paste it, and then update, okay? And we're going to do the same exact thing for the terms and conditions. So go back to your terms of use or your terms and conditions and do the exact same thing for the terms and conditions link here, okay? Next, we have the review form custom value, and how we are going to get that is we're going to go back to our Nimbus Suite, and then we're going to go back to our home tabs here and go to sites. And in sites, you're going to have a couple forms here. This one is called your review form. So we're going to click on the name. And after this loads, we're going to go to integrate up here. Okay. And then in integrate, we're going to copy the form link. If you get a pop-up that asks you to approve something before you get to this, like if you click integrate and it gives you a pop-up or something, it's just because we have some HTML script up here. Don't worry about that, just click approve, okay? But we're gonna copy this form link. That's all you have to do is just go up here, click integrate, and then copy form link, okay? And you can click open form link if you want, and you can see how this form is going to look to your customers. Except yours is gonna say, thanks for opting to leave it's not going to say testing, it's going to say your business, okay, Angel City Business Development, a review. Your review will help us serve you better. Now, this is what your customers are going to see, but we just wanted to grab that link. So we have the copy form link here, done, and then if you want, you can save it, don't have to. Again, if a pop-up pops up asking you to approve, just click approve, okay? We can click back, and then we have to go back to custom values, go to settings, custom values, and then go to review form. And we're going to click those three dots again, move my face out of the way, edit custom value, and then just paste that review form link right there, okay? And then click update. Now, for the Google Sheet ID and the Google Drive link, you should have gotten an email that looks something like this. And here is where you're going to copy your Google Sheet ID and then go back to your Nimbus Suite and paste that into the Google Sheet ID. So we're just going to select everything that's in there and then paste, okay? And then click update. And then next, we're going to go back to that email and we're going to copy this Google Drive link. Okay, just copy that and then go back. And here's the Google Drive link, and we're going to paste that right in here. Okay, and then update that. So we have the company name done, we have the Google Drive link done, we have the Google Review link done, we have the Google Sheet ID done, we have the policy link done, review form done, terms and conditions link done. All we need is the automations email. So that is going to be the next step. In step 7, we have to create a new email sending domain. So in order to send emails to your customers and clients, you have to create a new email sending domain, but we make it easy for you. You can do it essentially all within our platform. There's just a couple steps that you're going to have to access your DNS registrar. So make sure you're in touch with your IT person or whoever set up your DNS records for your website, because they're going to have to input some DNS records. Okay. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to navigate to the email services tab. So back to our Nimbus Suite. If we're not already in settings, you're going to click settings down here at the bottom and go back to this settings menu and click email services. Now it's going to prompt us here to create a dedicated domain. So you're going to want to click create dedicated domain. And here you can enter your domain. We recommend doing something like this. Like if your domain name is example.com, if that's where your website is hosted, we recommend creating a subdomain. And that subdomain should be something like email.example.com, okay? Of course, you're going to use your own domain here. For ours, it's angelcitybusiness.com. So we might do something like email.angelcitybusiness.com, but you will use your own domain there. You can also put like info or contact. It really doesn't matter. But we recommend something generic like that, because this is what people are going to see when they open your email. They're going to see that this is where this is from. You can also do something like reviews.angelcitybusiness.com. That's a little bit more specific. So we recommend sticking with something like email.angelcitybusiness.com or email.example.com, whatever your root domain is. And the reason for that is because if you ever want to use Nimbus Suite for anything other than reviews, because it can do other things than just reviews, you might not want to put yourself into a little corner where your domain looks like it's reserved for only sending out review requests. Okay. And then you're going to click add and verify. And you're going to click create new. Oops, I guess it went away. So let's do let's do example 123zzz.com. Okay. And we'll just click add and verify. I think it didn't like it because I already had that subdomain. So now we're going to click continue. And it's going to be setting up our domain here, and it's going to create the DNS records for us. Now, these are the DNS records that you're going to have to input into your domain registrar. So let me show you what this is going to look like, okay? So I'm going to navigate to my domain registrar, which I have on domain.com. Some people have GoDaddy.com. Other people host their DNS records and domains using different services, but I have domain.com. So I'm going to log in. Now that I'm into my account for where I host all my domains, I'm going to find the place where I can choose which domain I want to access the DNS registrar with. So we're going to go down to angelcitybusiness.com. Now yours is going to look different most likely, unless you also purchase your domain from domain.com, then it's going to look exactly the same. But it's going to be a similar process. You're going to have to choose the domain that you purchased. You might only have one. And then you're going to have to find where it allows you to access your DNS records. For mine, it's a little hidden in the advanced tools section here. So you see it here, it says manage your name servers and advanced DNS records. I'm going to click this open, and I'm going to click, it says advanced DNS records. It's going to give me a little thing that says, only, make sure you understand what you're doing. Okay. And I know what I'm doing. So I'm going to click continue. So here are all of my DNS records. Okay. I got A records, CNAME records, MX records, TXT records. Okay. Got all these records here. And all I have to do is just add a new record. Okay. And my Nimbus Suite system is going to tell me exactly how I'm supposed to set that up. So I need a TXT record. Okay. And the host is going to be this. So I'm going to click copy this, and then I'm going to go back to domain, and I need to select the type. TXT record refers to other host. Okay, it's not going to be @ which is my root domain. That's not the host that's going to be. It's not going to be www. We're not creating subdomain or anything like that. Other host, and I'm just going to paste that in right there. And then the txt value is going to be this one right here. So I'm going to copy that. Okay, just like this, paste that in there. And time to live, which is the TTL. 1 hour is fine. You can select 1 hour for all these, and then we're going to click add. Okay, I'm not going to click add because I don't need to do this for mine. And let me go through one more with you guys. This TXT is going to be exactly the same as the last one, but let's go through a CNAME record. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. This is going to be a CNAME. So I'm going to add a record. Type CNAME refers to other host. Okay, paste the other host, which is email.email. And then I'm going to grab the value over here, copy that, and go back here, alias to mailgun.org, time to live, 1 hour, okay? And then it says the record you have already exists because this is my domain this is my DNS records, and so I already have this. So it's not going to let me add it here, but it will let you add it for you unless you also have a Mailgun account, in which case you might have a problem. You might have to change this, and how you would change that is you would have to create a new subdomain for yourself. So you couldn't use, you see it says email.example123zzz.com. You wouldn't be able to use that email subdomain. You might have to use something like info, or you could even do email1.example, so you can do that as well. Let's do one more with the MX record. Okay, so we're going to create an MX record now. I'm going to copy the host and then click add record. This is going to be MX record, refers to other host. I'm going to paste that right there and then go back and copy the value right here. Okay. Now these look the same, but one is MXA, MXB, so don't get those mixed up. And then the mail server is going to be that. And then priority. This we can put priority 10, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, I think priority 10 is fine. And then 1 hour, and that should be good. Okay. And then you can click add. And do that just for the remaining 2, okay, because I walked through 3 of those. I think this TXT file, you need to do that for that one, and then the other MX file. And then click verify records. When you click verify records, it might not verify the first time, but just keep clicking it, and in about 1 or 2 minutes, it should verify. Okay, so that is how you set up the DNS records. Maybe you have an IT person that could do that for you. If not, you can follow the tutorial that I just went through right there to get those finished up. Now, the next step is to edit and publish all the workflows. All right. If you purchase the gold plan, you might not be able to access your workflows, and that means that we will have to publish those for you when we get on your onboarding call. Okay, but if you have anything above the gold plan, if you have the platinum plan or the enterprise plan, then you can go ahead and publish your workflows. And this is a very easy thing to do. All we have to do is go to our Nimbus Suite, go back, go to, this is the home menu links here. We're going to click automation. And you're going to see about 4 files here. And 2 of those you're going to keep drafted, which means you're not going to touch these top ones. The ones that say AC, keep drafted, AC, keep drafted. You don't have to do anything with those. We just need to publish the compliance workflows. And they should already be published, okay? But just in case, you can click these 3 dots, and you'll see that it says draft workflow here. This will be publish workflow if they weren't already published. So I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so now you see this is a draft. It means this automation will not run, okay? But we want to publish this, so you see it says publish workflow. So we're just going to publish that workflow. Okay, and you're going to do the same for this one that has phone. We're going to click back, and then we're going to go to reviews management, and you're going to publish all of these as well. Okay, so you're going to go here to the 3 dots, and then click publish workflow. Again, it says draft workflow. That's because it's already published. And like I said before, yours might already be published because that's the way that we saved them. Publish workflow here, okay? And you're going to do that for all of these 5. And the next thing we want you to do is just check some settings as well as the content and the language of the messages that we're sending out. Okay, if you have the platinum or the enterprise plans, you're going to be able to change the language. If you have the gold plan, you're not going to be able to change the language. You're going to have only read writes for these. Okay, the customizability of these workflows you get with the higher tiers of our program. Okay, so if you have the platinum or enterprise, we recommend going through these, specifically the review link request. So click review link request. We're going to go inside this. And make sure you're on the Builder tab here, because there's a couple different tabs here. We're going to go to Builder tab. And then you see where it says SMS and email? These are the actual messages that your customers are going to receive. So let's open up the SMS. These are what are called variables here, and these are going to be dynamically filled in with your customers' names. Okay, so don't touch those. Don't touch any of the variables, the things that have curly brackets around them. Okay, but you can read this language, and if you like the language, feel free to keep it. It's pretty generic language. We think it's good business casual language, but you can change it to whatever flavor or tone that you like, okay? But again, don't touch any of the curly bracket variables here. Now, this is important because all your messages are going to say sent via Angel City Business Development. And the reason why we have this here is because in your links, they're going to say angelcitybusiness.com, and we can't help that. It's the nature of how the review form links are built. It's going to say our domain in there, okay? So we want to keep this sent via angelcitybusinessdevelopment.com because people might think it's scammy or spammy if they see that, oh, this is supposed to be from this business, but then I see this angelcitybusiness.com in the link. That's kind of weird. So we have this sent via Angel City Business Development appendix down here that kind of will put them at ease when they see that, okay, the name of the business in this link is the same as the business that this service is using to send this email or to send this text message, okay? So we think it's important to keep that there, and all of your messages are going to have that, okay? And if you take this out, it could disrupt the productivity and the effectiveness of your campaigns if people think that this is kind of scammy or spammy. They're not going to want to click on the link if they don't recognize it, right? But this gives them a reason to recognize it because it's coming from your business, but then it has our name down here saying sent via this so that they know, oh, this business is using a third-party tool to send this email. That's okay. Okay, so that's why we have that there. Whenever you make a change, always click Save As at the bottom. Every single one of these actions has a Save As down here, but then you also need to click Save, and this saves the entire workflow. So make sure every single time you make a change to any of these actions, you click Save As every single time, and then click Save. Okay, make sure this is published. So for review link 1, you can do that. Next, we want you to go to Settings for the review link request workflow. Make sure this Allow Reentry is checked on, okay, and then Stop on Response. We can keep that off. It doesn't matter. And we're going to keep the account time zone. And then you don't have to worry about specific time because this is going to wait for business time already. Okay. In the builder, we have this wait step here that's going to wait for 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Okay. And that's the day after their appointment with you. Again, make sure that the customvalues.company name is here and the customvalues.automations email is here that we just filled out. Remember, we filled out those custom values before. So that's what's going to fill these in here. Okay. This is going to be your sender details. All right. So when they look at their email, they're going to see that it's from this company name and this is the email that sent it. Okay. Make sure you click Save if you change anything on this page. And we're going to go back. And then the next thing we're going to do is the Google review workflow. We're going to do the exact same thing, okay? So look at this workflow and make sure you're on the Builder tab and go down to every place that says email and SMS and read all of those messages and just make sure that they sound good to you, okay? We got the subject line. Make sure you like the subject line. And then we have the copy down here, okay? And just make sure that you like that here, all right? And the last thing is that if you wanted to add anything like maybe you want to add the customer's first name to this email, okay? You can do that. If you want, you press enter, and then you see this little tag right here, custom values. You just click that right there, and you go to contact, and the contact, just use like, hey, their first name, contact first name. The contact is your customer, okay? And you have other things that you can fill in here, but we recommend not using any of these other tags. Just use the contact tags, okay? You're going to see if you use user, you're also going to have first name of the user and things like that. That's you. You are the user of our system. So if you want to put your name, you can put first name there, or you can just manually put that in here if you want. You can put your name in here and just type your name. Like if you don't want to say the such and such team, and you just want to say, thanks for your honest feedback, John Smith, you can do that as well. Okay. But if you want to add in customer information, make sure you use the tag contact, first name, full name, first name, last name, whatever it is that you want to put in. Okay. So I'm going to keep this as is though. And then after that saves, we go back and then let's go back here. Now you should have all of your workflows published. Just go back, make sure one more time that all those workflows in the third and fourth, the compliance folder and the reviews management folder are all published. Step 9 is we're going to copy and paste the reviews testimonials widget into your website. Now you don't have to do this step, but we recommend doing this because as reviews start coming in, it would be nice if you had a little widget on your website that showed what people are saying about your business. And this widget is going to filter out the bad reviews, okay, the negative reviews, and only display 4- and 5-star reviews on your website. And it's going to bring in recent reviews, so you don't have to keep updating it all the time. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, we are in, I'm going to drag myself over here. From the home links here, we're going to go to reputation once again. We're going to go to widgets. And from widgets, we're going to click create new. And now you can choose whatever kind of widget you want. If you want a list, okay, you can click list. If you want a grid, or if you want masonry, if you want a carousel that's going to automatically scroll through different reviews, you can choose any of these widget types. Make sure the review source is, you can click all or all Google pages, okay? We don't yet have this Facebook pages running, but if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you let us know, and we'll try to get that finished as soon as possible. So let us know if that's something that interests you as well, okay? But right now, we're just going to stick to all Google pages. And then max number of reviews, you can put whatever number you want. You can put, we recommend something between 10 and 15, but you can put 100 if you want, and then it's just going to keep cycling through all those reviews. And once it gets to, whatever number you put here, if you put 10 here, then it's going to go back to the first one, okay? Now, the minimum rating is, this is where we're going to filter reviews, okay? And the 4-star and above, or only 5 rated, is where we think that you probably should stay, okay? And maybe if this is going to be on your website, you might want to do only 5-star rated, okay? And you should keep the powered by logo on. That just helps us out, okay? Helps Angel City out. There's nothing else to it. It's going to say powered by Angel City Business Development. You can take it off if you want, but it just helps us out, okay? So that's it. You're going to click save down here at the bottom. Okay, we got this little widget here. Save here, and then after you save, it's going to prompt you to name the widget, okay? Save here, name the widget. You can put whatever name you want. We suggest default widget, okay? That's the name that we suggest, and then click make it live, and then click save, okay? Now you're gonna have your default widget here. Now we have to copy that code, okay? So we're gonna click this little button right here, and it's going to give us a script. So we're gonna copy the script. Okay, you can either do this, or you can copy code like this. So now that you have it copied, you have to actually go to your website builder. So if you have a WordPress website, if you have a Wix website or something, you're gonna have to create an element that can contain the widget. With that code, you should go to your web developer and give them that code and say, hey, I wanna put this widget on my website. Can you do it? They'll know exactly how to do it. Okay, when they look at the code, they're gonna be, okay, I know where to put this. They might ask you, where do you wanna put it? And we recommend putting somewhere like, in the middle lower part of your website, maybe on your home page or something like that, or you can put it on different pages, multiple pages, wherever you want to put it on your website. And that's just going to allow people, when they go to your website, to see recent positive reviews of your services. So that is the widget. And the very last step here is we recommend that you save your intake form somewhere where you're going to be able to find it, okay? And what is your intake form? That is the form that you are going to fill out for every single one of your customers. And that's what's going to initiate the automations for you. So you have to get your customers into our system somehow, and this is how you're going to do it. You're going to go to sites, you're going to go to forms, okay? And here, the add new contact scheduling form, you're going to click that. And then after it loads, you can click integrate here, and then copy form link. Done. We're going to open a new tab, paste that link right in there, click enter. Now this is the form that you will fill out. So when somebody makes a new appointment, you just select what kind of scheduling type it is, whether it's a new appointment, reschedule, cancellation, and then put their first name, put their last name, put their phone or their email. We recommend putting whatever they give you. If they give you your phone and email, put both, because the more ways that we have to contact them, the better the chances we're going to be able to get a review from them, okay? So put phone, email, and then if it's a cancellation, you don't have to put the date, okay, of the appointment, but make sure, you have to put the date of the appointment. If it's a new appointment, then you put the date here of the new appointment. If they're rescheduling, just put the date. And guess what? The system, our RMS system, is automatically going to update the old appointment date with the new appointment date, so you don't have to worry about anything else. On a day-to-day basis, the only thing that you have to worry about is this form. So what we recommend is bookmarking this form on your menu tab up here, okay? You're gonna want to choose, if you have different folders, you can choose what folder you want, and then click done, add it to your bookmarks menu right here, so that whenever you come into work, you just click that link and it opens this up, and you have this opened all day. And as someone calls you, makes an appointment, guess what? You just fill this in, John Smith, for what date, okay? August 24th, phone number, 310-543-1234, email john.smith@gmail.com. Submit customer information. That's it. That's all you do. It took me 15 seconds to do that. Okay. After this setup, again, this is the only thing that you will be required to do, because this is the only way to get your customers into our system on a day-to-day basis. All right. With that, that's pretty much it for onboarding. I do have a couple more things that I want to go over. And the first thing is that please book your onboarding call with us. It's just a 15-minute call that we highly recommend everybody go on. It's just if you have any questions with your onboarding, if you had any issues setting this up, you're going to be able to get those answered. Plus, we just want to meet you face to face, say hi, and then wish you the best with your new automated system. We know it's going to work really well for you. Businesses are understanding the power of setting up automated review management systems to keep customers happy and to attract new customers to their businesses. Now, there is one thing that I wanted to emphasize, and that is how exactly do we ensure that only positive reviews get on Google Reviews, right? Because in the widget, the reputations widget, that's easy to filter that out, right? Because we can click the widget, we can click edit, and then we can filter out the different ratings, right, for the widget. But how do we ensure that only positive reviews are getting on Google? Now, there's no way to completely filter out negative reviews. Every business is just going to have a bad day, and some customer is going to write a review on it, and it just happens like that, okay? But what we do is this. Let me show you our automation that is the next best thing. We're going to go to our review management folder, and in the review link request, this is the automation that's going to ask them to review your business, okay? But it's going to give them the link to your internal form that doesn't go to Google, okay? So this review form link, that's your internal form, and you can look at that. You can look at the feedback that they're providing for you. If it's negative feedback, you can say, oh yeah, we can fix that. So it's going to help support your business. It's very important that people are always asking their customers for internal feedback. And this is an important difference because you still get the benefit of the feedback, but you don't get the detriment of it being publicized. Now, here's where the magic happens. If the customer rated you a 4 or a 5, then it's going to go through this split right here. Okay, so we have negative review, positive review. Is it a 4 or 5 star review? Okay, if the rating is 5 stars or if the rating is 4 stars, then it's going to go down this path. Okay, if it's a negative review, a 1, 2, or 3 stars, it's going to go down this path. So check out what happens for each of these paths. If it's a negative review, they're going to be sent an email and a text message simply saying, thank you for submitting a review for us at your business name. We take all feedback seriously and hope to continuously improve our services. Okay, and then the SMS does something very similar. Now, if they made a positive review, they're going to get a different email. And that email is going to say, thank you again for submitting a review for your business name. We appreciate your feedback to help us improve. Do you mind posting a review on Google? We've made it simple for you. So here we're going to remind them of the number of stars that they gave us, 5 stars. Okay, it's going to have their contact rating here. 5 stars. Then it's going to have their description. So whatever they typed to you, whatever they wrote to you, and as part of their feedback, it's going to have right here in the email. So all they have to do is just copy that and then go to this link to paste your review. Just click, they're just going to be able to click that review link. It's going to take it straight to your Google page. It's a very frictionless process. It's going to take them 10 seconds to post that review in Google. And we've made it very easy for them. So I haven't seen any other review management system do this, where they make it this easy for customers to copy and paste the reviews on a public review forum like Google. Okay, we got your Google review link here. We got your the description that they wrote, and then they have the rating here. All they have to do is copy the description, click the link, and then when they go to the Google Reviews page, they just select the number of stars and they put the description. They can even add a little bit more if they wanted to, and then put their contact information and then click submit, and that's it. So that is how our system works. And again, after you get this whole system set up, you really aren't going to need to go into Nimbus Suite ever again. You know, if you want to make some changes to the ways that the messaging sounds or whatever, you can always come back in. But really the only thing that you're going to need to do is go to that form that you've saved in your bookmarks menu, select it, and then just fill that form out for every single customer that comes in through your door and books an appointment or that calls you or emails you. You just put their information into that contact form, and that's it. Again, congratulations on finishing your onboarding and for selecting Angel City Business Development's Nimbus Suite RMS system for your reviews management. We know that you're going to love it, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at any time. Thanks, and have a great day.